my god, it's her dream come true, diving into a big pile of girls.
A note to Kurt Kelly's. I need you to forge a hot and horny but realistically low-key note in Kurt's handwriting, and we'll slip it onto Martha Dumpchuck's lunch tray.
High school girls are mean. Whether Regina George or Heather Chandler, the depiction of the popular high school clique is always vile, yet, not surprisingly, accurate. In portraying the high school drama genre, one archetypal storyline is the coming-of-age social outcast being accepted into the popular clique and finding their own way. This lovely archetype can be seen through a variety of films such as Not Another Teen Movie, Mean Girls, or Heathers. These movies typically choose to reflect the high school experience in relation to the culture of the time period that the film is made. In comparing Heathers and Mean Girls, both follow a similar storyline to depict females breaking out of their societal mold and embracing individuality. In context to Heathers, in the late 1980s and early 90s, there was a heavy movement of third-wave feminism. Third-wave feminism worked to portray the idea that there are multiple types of femininity and basically embracing all types of female empowerment. The film Heathers opens with the three Heathers playing croquet. The three are all wearing perfectly matched outfits. In this matching of names and clothes, the girls begin to illuminate the conformity of the high school norm, representing the larger theme of the stereotypical female role. Then, as the scene progresses, there is a shot of all three of the girls walking up to their croquet balls, in step and relatively centered on the screen. The symmetry of this scene further enforces this idea of conforming to one image. Although the movie has the theme of breaking the female societal mold, one has to be in the mold in order to break it. Veronica Sawyer, already different because of her name, is friends with the Heathers. In this scene, Heather Chandler, the main Heather, shoots the croquet ball at Veronica's head. Although not a Heather, Veronica chooses to conform to that, and this shot depicts that molding to what you aren't can be relatively painful, as seen through Veronica's physical pain in the scene. Another part of the feminist movement at the time was that women did not need a man in order to become valuable as a person. Once again, Veronica must conform to the mold in order to break the mold. Although Veronica breaks away from the idea of the popular clique when killing Heather Chandler, she is ensnared into staying with JD, despite not wanting to, as seen in this scene by the division between the two. The mise-en-scene in this scene further emphasizes how Veronica disapproves of what has just happened and overall with JD, yet regardless, she stays with him. The relationship itself is depicted as toxic, with the two of them killing more people, JD intentionally doing so, but Veronica not. Veronica did not want to stay with JD, but was trapped to do so because he threatened to kill her if not, thus depicting how society pushes females to stay in their roles, even if they do not want to. In the previous scene where Veronica and JD kill Kurt and Ram, the director chooses to go into a close-up of Veronica's horrified face, showing how she does not want this, furthering the idea that women were trapped in roles that they did not want. Nevertheless, Veronica breaks free from her mold by pretending to commit suicide. Although difficult, Veronica broke the molds that she was put in. Mean Girls also works to break the mold society puts on women, as seen through the depiction of the social outcast Katie Heron joining the popular clique, conforming to their evil ways, and then breaking the mold and embracing individuality. In the beginning of the movie, Katie Heron, a new girl and a social outcast, eats lunch in the bathroom, thus showing her isolation from others. By isolating Katie for being different, the director depicts the societal norm of outcasting, the different, and the weird. As the movie progresses and Katie gains friends that, although not popular, are true friends, nevertheless, when given the opportunity to be accepted by the popular clique, Katie accepts. This scene truly highlights how much the desire to become normal and accepted overwhelms us and truly influences our decisions. Katie wanted to be accepted by the populars, even though they were different than her, as as enforced by the lunch table separating her from the rest of the clique. As the story progresses, Katie ends up completely molding to the plastics and ditches her old true friends to become a plastic. Although Katie becomes a popular girl, she hurts both the plastics and her real friends, illuminating how conforming to an ideal that is not yourself can be detrimental to not only you, but the people surrounding you. Although the idea of not being popular and accepted is not a glorious thing, embracing yourself is, which is what the movie wants to portray. In the end, Katie breaks the mold of high school by breaking the epitome of high school popularity, the spring fling crown, and giving it to everyone in the crowd. With the breaking, Katie accepts herself for who she is, and achieves happiness for herself. Overall, both of these films depict the teenage girls who were pulled into the fantasies of popularity and normalcy, and broke it in order to achieve true happiness as an individual.